What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Prince on the Rise. Today, I want to talk about my juvenile years. Just recently, I met a juvenile, and he asked me a question. He say, "How was juvenile when you was a kid?" You know, because I'm 61 now, so we talking about a lot of years ago. And so I did some reminiscing. I thought about the first day I entered juvenile, and in juvenile, you are given snacks. You know, you get this milk, this big old cookie, and stuff. And so in juvenile, you have a lot of bullies in juvenile. These guys that want your snacks. They'll do little things to try to get you to give them their snacks, your snacks and stuff, And so when I first went in juvenile, I was like, man, where all these dudes come from? I don't know nobody. There's not one guy in there I know, and I grew up in the heart of the city. So no one I grew up with is in here. So I'm in here totally by myself. And so this guy walks up to me. I remember my uncle telling me when he first realized I'm in the streets getting into trouble and stuff, he said, if you ever go to jail, whoever walks up on you, you take off on him. You don't ask no questions. You just start swinging. Because 9 times out of 10, he coming to you for something. If you don't know him, he coming to you for something. So give him what he asking for. Just start swinging. And that's what I did. And we fought. But couldn't find out I was fighting one of the biggest bullies in juvenile at that time. And we became friends. I earned my respect. But the thing I always think about when I go back is like my mother, worried about my mother. I think I defended myself and protected myself because I was worried about my mother and my 3 sisters, and I had a little brother. So it's like, I wanted them to always know that I was all right. That was one of the things. So I made it my business to always be all right. I never let staff members say anything to me out the way. It was always, if you said something to me out the way, I said something back to you out the way. It is what it is. It's like I felt like I had to always defend myself at all costs, no matter what. And from juvenile, it led to me going to boys' homes. And so when I get to boys' home, Missouri Hills, it's a boys' home. And so when I get there, I'm told I have to be here a year, but I can get out sooner if I stay out of trouble. But when I get there, this guy, and me and him became friends. May he rest in peace. I heard that he died. We became friends. He was like the runner of the unit, and he wanted to run everybody. And so when I got there, this guy told me, I was downstairs, I was washing my hands. They give you your towels and stuff, getting you ready for what dorm you're going to be in and stuff. And he's telling me about this guy I got to watch out for. So when he tells me about him, my mindset is to go find him and just beat him up off the rip. So that's how my mind was working. I'm not going to give you time to come and find me and aggravate me and pick on me. So I'm going to come and find you. And so when I go find him, and what happened? No, it's strange. I'm walking up the steps and I heard someone calling his name. And so when I see the guy respond to the name, I said, oh, so that's him? So I just walked up to him and just started swinging on him. And so I ended up being in Missouri Hills 18 months instead of a year. I mean, me and this guy, we fought all the time. Every chance we got, we fought. When you're young, you have to understand your mind. It helps you try to figure out how you're going to deal with this because you're in jail. You're in jail now. Your mother's not here to protect you. Your father's not here to protect you. All those who have protected you all those years now, the protection is gone. So the only protection you have is of yourself. And so you try to figure out a way that you can protect yourself, and that's the thing when you're young like that. It's like, how do you fix your mind? What do you do to really activate the strength in you to really just defend yourself at all costs? And with me, I decided to be a troublemaker, to always start stuff. I figured if I always start something, I wouldn't get nobody a chance to start nothing with me. And so that's how I survived my juvenile years. I was always starting stuff. I would start something with you quick, especially if I think in my mind that you want to start something with me. I said I always got to be first. I always got to be the first one to start, lay the first punch. I have to be the first one. So that's how I did my juvenile years.